morning. It's 7:50, and we're glad you're back. Well, some are already calling it one of the most spectacular finishes ever in a major golf tournament. Tom Watson was tied with Jack Nicklaus during the final round of the U.S. Open Sunday at Pebble Beach, California. It was at the 17th hole, and watch this, a sensational chip shot. And then, uncharacteristically of Tom Watson, he endeared himself in the hearts of every golfer who would like to do that. He then went on to birdie the 18th to beat Jack Nicklaus by 2 shots. And with that, Watson has his first U.S. Open title. And Tom is joining us this morning to talk about that fantastic round, one of the many he's had in his career. Tom, first, I know you're on California time, and we're delighted you could be with us. But now you've got it, the U.S. Open that had eluded you. I go back to Wingfoot in '74. You had the lead there, lost it with a 79 to Hale Irwin. 75, you almost had it. Were you beginning to think, what is it, shades of Sammy Snead?
Oh, at that time, I didn't know how to win, Frank.
Well, you certainly knew how on Sunday. Tom, is one of the great rounds, I've already said, and it was so thrilling to watch it. But you've been quoted about many things about the U.S. Open being so important. What did it mean to Tom Watson?
Well, it meant to me, going back to my father back when I was 10 years old and 12 years old, my father used to quiz me about who were the Open champions. And I had a great sense of history back then, and I still do. I love the game of golf, and the U.S. Open Championship is the national championship of the United States, and it means a great deal to me. And to win the championship was always first on my list.
I have the feeling there'll be more of them. Let's go back and look at that final round or some of the holes. You made a 25-footer on the 10th hole to stay in a tie for the lead. What was going through your mind at this point?
Well, it was the first time, it was really the first time in the round that I made a putt. I had missed a lot of putts earlier in the round, especially at 7. I missed one from about 1.5 feet or 2 feet at number 7 for birdie.
Here you're at the 14th, Tom. This is where you take the lead.
And at number 14, I made the putt that put me into the lead. It gave me some breathing room. I made it from about 35 or 40 feet. It was a putt that I was basically trying to get it close, but I asked my caddy, I said, which way does it break? He said, well, I think it breaks a little bit right at the end. And the darn thing went in.
And, of course, there it is at the 17th. Now, this gave you a 1-shot lead going to the 18th hole. You could have played it maybe a little more cautiously than this. This is for birdie at 18.
Well, number 18, I was just trying to get it close, and the darn thing went in.
It was absolutely thrilling. You know, I think maybe it's not widely known, even though we talked about it on our telecast, that you played a lot at Pebble Beach when you were at Stanford.
I did play a lot when I was a youngster there. I played in the mornings, and believe it or not, I had dreams about playing the 18th, 17th, and 18th holes there in the U.S. Open with the lead or tied for the lead, and it was going back in history for me to be in the lead or be tied for the lead going to the 17th hole. The 17th hole was a lucky shot. I talked to my caddy. He was talking to me. He said, you can get this shot close. And I said, I'm not trying to get this ball close. I'm trying to make this thing.
That's the ultimate confidence, isn't it? You know, Tom, I know you have had, you mentioned your father, very close. There's another gentleman, one of the great names and great legends of golf. We don't have him in video, but I know that Byron Nelson in Dallas would like to congratulate the young man that he first mentioned to me back about a decade ago. He said, watch this young man, and it has been fun watching. So we're going to pick up the telephone, and we'll listen to Byron Nelson. I think you'll hear him through the earpiece.
Yes.
Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Byron.
And good morning, America, and hello, Tom.
Good morning, Byron.
Oh, this is a great thrill. I'm sorry that I can't be with you, but I'll say one thing, that I was certainly with you Sunday. And I want to congratulate you on your beautiful play and exciting play. I was with a group of people up in Arkansas, and they were jumping up and down in their chairs like a beanstalk, and you had us all hanging on the edge of our chairs, but you played marvelously, and I had my first indication that you'd go win the tournament when you played the 9th hole so well, because I know earlier you'd had some worry about the 9th hole. When you played it well, I said then, I believe Tom's going to win the championship.
Well, I told you that the 9th and the 17th holes are the keys to the championship.
That's right. When we had our last discussion about it, you did, and you parred the 9th, which is a great hole, and then when you birdied the 17th, and it made me think of the time that when you and Nicklaus had the battle at Augusta, you birdied the 17th to beat him there, so the 17th is a good lucky hole for you.
Byron, we want to thank you for joining us. I know you'd want to wish Tom well. How many more, just quickly, how many more Opens do you think is in Tom's book?
Many.
Many.
You know, once you get it behind you, you don't have the pressure. Of course, you still have pressure to win the Open anytime. But whenever you once get it behind you, well, then you have an opportunity to just kind of freewheel.
Thank you, Byron, for being with us. Tom, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Byron.
Thank you.
There's still a PGA that's missing from the Masters, or all of the collection of the big championships. That comes August the 5th. Good luck in that one. Tulsa,
Thanks a lot, Frank.
Tulsa, I believe.
That's right. Southern Hills.